Hi, I'm Bridget. I was stopped at a stoplight today when I noticed that everyone in front of me was staring out their windows to the right. So I looked over there and it was a parking lot to a Party Supply rental store and it was full of snow. I don't know if it was some kind of snow machine malfunction or if it was supposed to be just advertising so that people would want to rent the snow machine. But not very smart advertising because they didn't leave anywhere for anyone to park. It didn't make me want to rent the snow machine, it made me want a whole town full of snow. And if I was thinking about renting a snow machine, it'd make me want to rent not that one because it seems like maybe they couldn't control it. I didn't think I was homesick, but now I am. But in a little over a week, I get to go home for Christmas. Chris just emailed me about how all the people from your past seem to come popping out of the woodwork around this time of year. On Facebook and email and MySpace and texts and basically everywhere. He's right, they really do. For some people, I think I pop out of woodwork too this time of year, so can't really judge. Besides, I like it. What I don't like is when ex-boyfriends do that same thing around Valentine's Day. If you don't like the feeling of being alone on Valentine's Day, maybe you shouldn't have been such a jerk the rest of the year. Anyway, talking about going home for the holidays. Once you move away for the first time, for college or whatever, it's always strange coming back home. Statistically, I may have just spit on you, I'm sorry. Statistically, most people our ages are going back home to towns much smaller than the ones they currently live in. Sometimes we get caught up in the idea that our big town is better and that we are all open-minded and well-cultured and educated now because of it. Then we go back home to our small town and act like because of that we've just learned the undisputable best way to do everything and think. If we're doing that, we're not as open-minded or adaptable as we thought. And I hope you all go home and don't find out that your parents have turned your old room into a gym or something. Because there's something about sleeping in your old room, in your old bed. It makes you remember all the things you thought you were going to be or do before you decided they weren't realistic. Let it. And finally today, a warning. Basically, Wednesday's video was all about mistletoe, and I really encouraged it, and so now I feel obligated to pass on this little bit of news to you. A young woman in China is completely deaf in one ear now after her boyfriend kissed her. The kiss apparently caused so much suction in her mouth that it pulled her eardrum out of place. That's not romantic. So now the China Daily Paper is saying, quote, "While kissing is normally very safe, doctors advise people to proceed with caution." Something to keep in mind this weekend. I'll see you next week.